Hey, horror fans, once again, it's the Horror Miser Monty G. Yes, time to do my review of the third season of Scream called Scream Resurrection. Yeah, oh boy. Now, Scream Resurrection is a 2019 TV horror show that aired on VH1. It was written, and the Scream runner is Brett Matthews. Now, if that name sounds familiar, it's because he was a associate of Joss Whedon. He was on Buffy, Angel, and Firefly. Now, the cast stars R.J. Seiler, Jessica Sola, Kiki Palmer, Gregoria Wingnam, Tigra, and J.C. Wallace. Yes, got a good cast here. Now, season is set in Atlanta. The story follows Dion Elliott, a local football star who is tormented by the events of his tragic past and is now stalked by Ghostface. Yes, Ghostface is back in this one, who begins a killing spree that not only threatens Dion's future, but also the lives of his friends as well. Now, as I stated before, this now the third season of the TV show Scream. We do not have the regular cast and performers that were on the first two seasons and the summer show that aired for the first two seasons. We have a different cast, sort of like a reboot of what they did. And here's what I have to say about Scream Resurrection. Now, as I said before, this season, not only do we get a new cast and setting, but we also get the original Ghostface Killer back, and also the voice of Ghostface Killer from the movies, Roger L. Jackson. Now, he provides the usual puns and threats that make Ghostface one of horror's most popular slashers. Do you like scary movies? Now, it's one of the good things this season is bringing back everyone's favorite phone stalker. Another good thing is this season only has 6 episodes. It's broadcasting on VH1 instead of MTV, and it's showing 2 shows a night on a 3-night event. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but based upon the ratings of the previous 2 seasons, my guess is that the producers felt they needed a shorter season. That was one of the problems I did have with the first 2 seasons, because I believe the first one was 10 and the second one was 13. It kind of dragged it out a bit, and he had a lot of filler episodes that didn't make the plot move any forward. So I'm guessing that Brett Matthews and his team of writers decided to say, let's just make it 6 episodes so we don't have to string the audience along. But another good idea that the producers did this season was to have a very diverse cast. Yes, we have an Afro-American lead here with R.J. Seiler. Now, we probably remember him. He was one of the Power Rangers. He plays Dion Elliott along with a black British actress, Jessica Sola, who plays Olivia Liv Reynolds. And we also have another black actress, famous comedian rapper Kiki Palmer, playing the strong, independent, and what do you want to say this? The rebel of 1,000 causes, Kim. We have C.J. Wallace, son of the late famous rapper Christopher the Notorious B.I.G. Wallace, who plays Amir, a good kid with strict parents who worked at his parents' donut shop. So we have a very diverse cast here. Now, despite the diverse cast, the shortened season of Return of Ghostface, overall, this was not a good show. In fact, when you get right down to it, I found it rather insulting. Instead of trying to create or do something different, the writer and showrunner Brett Wallace relies on cliche plot points and draws heavily on stories that we've seen not only in horror movies, but also in the Scream movies themselves. So it was very disappointing. I was hoping he might try something new or try something different. As you got a diverse cast, you have some pretty good actors and actresses here. You know, you want to try something different, but all he did was just, let's do the same thing what we have been doing before, and this is what we get. And it was okay. We had some nice, decent kills. Tony Todd comes back, and we'll talk about that later. But, oh, no, it's a very kind of not good season. As a matter of fact, I think this is the worst season of Scream ever. Now, the plot revolves around Dion Elliott. He's a local football star with a chance to go to a major college and go pro, but has a tragic past. As we see in the beginning and also through flashbacks throughout the season, Dion's brother Marcus is killed on Halloween night by a vagrant called Hookman. So that's played by veteran horror actor Tony Todd. You know, get it, Hookman? Tony Todd? How's that for foreshadowing? Now we learned that Dion ran away instead of saving his brother, and that fact brings Ghostface into his life. We get a collection of characters. We didn't get a collection of characters that are sent to detention. We get Dion, Cheerleader Liv, Goth, Beth, Rebel for 1,000 Causes Kim, straight-laced student Amir, and gay student, and Kim's best friend Manny. They're all tagged the nickname the Dead Fast Club, kind of playing on the Breakfast Club, the name in the movie. And after all of them received texts from Ghostface who's threatened out their secrets, saying you want to know what you are on the inside. So we spend the remaining episodes seeing this gang evade the killer and also figuring out their secrets and who the killer is. That's basically what the plot is. Very simple. You know, you could probably easily do that in 6 episodes without stretching out the narrative that much. Now, I didn't mind the acting in the series, as R.J. Cyler is okay as Dion. He plays Dion as a man who's suffering from his past struggling of whom to trust in the gang and wants to do the right thing for his family. Now, he does have a strained relationship with his half-brother Jamal, played by rapper Tigra. There are reasons that the relationship is strange, which I'll explain later on. The rest of the cast, they're okay in their roles, but the script really does nothing to make the audience care enough about them, with the exception of Kim, played brilliantly by, I should say, by Keke Palmer. Keke gives Kim the strength, the determination, and backbone needed for the character of Kim. There are times when Keke does go the role a bit over the top, but she's the only interesting character out of the show and out of the Dead Fast Club. Everyone else is just there because they're there. They already know they're going to be victims of Ghostface, and most of them may or may not survive. But that's about it. Oh, just to point out, I thought C.J. Wallace did a pretty good job as Amir, but his character is so one-dimensional, and I guess we're supposed to feel sorry for him, but I felt as though if they would have had expanded a little bit more on the role, but I guess when you only have 6 episodes, you really don't have that much to do any character development. Now, one of the good things we do get this season, we get some decent kills. I think we get one in the 2nd episode where Ghostface kills the racist Avery by dropping him onto a steel grinder. I mean, you get nice blood, you get some nice practical effects. It was a nice, decent kill. Now, we also get a nice battle between Ghostface and Candyman. I mean, Hookman. In one episode, who didn't see that coming? And by the time the battle was over, he gets flattened by a car compactor. It's a very bloody scene right there. I kind of felt sorry for Tony Todd that he got stuck in here. I'm pretty sure that somebody must have talked him into starring in this particular role and had the Hookman on it, obviously referring to Candyman. I actually loved that scene. It was great. Now, the main problem I have with this season comes with the secrets and the reveal of the killer. Now, first off, I believe, now keep in mind, I should have said this earlier, this will contain spoilers. You know, if you haven't seen it, it will contain spoilers. I meant to say that earlier. But in the title, I actually have it in the title that I am spoiling everything because I decided to just wait and see all the episodes first before I did my review. So I just talk about it once instead of just reviewing each episode separately. So, as I stated before, first off, it would have been much better if we didn't know that Dion and Marcus were twins. I mean, we see that in the first episode that they said that they're twins, and that kind of just let me believe that, we're going to have a twist, and of course, here it comes. Plain to view, very predictable, that when it was revealed that Marcus was the one that died that night, he was killed by the Hookman. Now, as we see in flashbacks, he ran away from him, hid in a truck of an abandoned car where he later suffocated and died in there. I think it would have added more weight had that secret, instead of giving the audience the obvious plot twist that we've seen before in other movies. In other words, had we not known that these were twins, and we later on, probably maybe in episode 5 or episode 6, that we finally found out that not only is it was Dion who died, but in fact they're also twin brothers, I think that would have shocked the audience even more, instead we get this cliche plot twist that we've seen plenty of times before in horror movies. And now we get to the reveal of the killer, or killers, that is. Now, I wasn't surprised on seeing that Jamal was one of the killers. No, it didn't come to surprise me. Now, his reason for becoming Ghostface is no different than Roman was in Scream 4. Poor Jamal was jealous that his father, who had an affair with Marcus and Dion's mother, left his mother when Dion disappeared that Halloween night, and Jamal's mother eventually killed herself. We also find out that Jamal met Dion years earlier before and knew that Dion was Marcus. Again, nothing earth-shattering, nothing we haven't seen before, and we really don't feel anything at all for Jamal, again, because of lack of character development. Now, we all know that Jamal simply does not have the intelligence to pull this off by himself, so we have a second killer, and that would be Beth? Who saw that coming? Yes, Beth reveals that she is the mastermind behind the whole thing. Now, unfortunately, she goes on this long exposition that she always knew that she was a sociopath because she likes horror movies. Wow! When they couldn't satisfy her desire and need to kill, she meets Jamal when he came into her tattoo shop, and then, after he tells about his issue with Marcus and the truth about Dion, she came up with this grand plan. Yeah, while this seems similar to what Mickey did in Scream 2, he was actually going to blame horror movies for the reason why he killed, not the other way around. Now, although his true reason was he wanted to become famous like other serial killers, that was his true purpose. The same can be said about Jill's motive in Scream 4, that she wants to become famous like her cousin Sydney did. Now, although she didn't like horror movies, but she used them as a way to plan her murders. Now, I believe Brett Matthews thought he was being clever by having these two be the killer, but this is nothing new or surprising here. It doesn't make any sense to why he would have Beth say that line. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Basically, just took a simple formula that's not only been used in other horror movies, but in the Scream movies themselves. I'm guessing that he thought that he would also change horror tropes by having a black final girl. That would be Kim, because she does, we have the surprise, that final get up where the killer still is alive. So we see Beth come back up. Kim shoots her with the gun that she had, and both Dion and Liv survive. And so I guess he thought, hey, let's change the horror trope here. We won't have the white people survive, but we have all the black characters survive. Oh boy. Now, I kind of get the reason why he did that. I guess he just wanted to change the tropes, but unfortunately, because the story and the situation were so bad, it doesn't have the same as it did, as opposed to saying Jada Pinkett Smith when she survived in Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight. That situation was better because we had a very strong character. We had character development in that movie, and so we were happy that she did survive. But in this one, not so much. So overall, while we had some decent kills, it was nice seeing Ghostface back. This was a very bland and very uninteresting season. Characters we didn't care about. And I hope if they do bring this back for another season, they'll try to at least do something different than what we did before. I'm sorry, this just wasn't that good. I liked the first two seasons, and actually the summer movie that they had, the Halloween movie, not the summer movie, the Halloween movie that they had, better than this season. So, my horror fans, what do you think about Scream Resurrection? Did you enjoy this season? Did you like the diverse cast? Or did you feel like I felt it was just a very bad opportunity that just relied on old cliched or horror movies? Or horror TV shows, for that matter? Leave your comments down in your comment section below and tell me what you thought about Scream Resurrection. Well, that's my video for today, guys. Hope you did enjoy it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up because it does help the channel out a lot. And once again, if this is your first time here, please hit that subscriber button and ring that notification bell. That way you can come and enjoy the horror experience with me, the Horror Miser Monty G. And as always, all my social media links will be down in the description box below as well. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G. And always remember, rules. This time, Ghostface, take us home. We're out.
What's your